Hi everyone, thanks for clicking on my video. I hope you're doing alright. So this video is a bit impromptu because something happened to me yesterday that made me think, oh yeah, this is a video for this week. So it's why guys always go back to girls or message girls. So yesterday I was minding my own business, just watching TV, and then at about 9 o'clock, I get a message that comes through, beep, beep. And when I looked at my phone, it wasn't a contact. It was, you know, when you get like a plus and then you get like 44, well, in the UK, you get 44 and then the numbers. So I knew that this guy wasn't in my contact list. So I was like, oh God, who the hell is this? Coming back from the dead. And then I opened the message and it just said my name, which is Claire. So it just had Claire ? So the guy obviously wasn't putting in that much effort to start with. He was obviously just hedging his bets. I didn't reply, and then a minute later it's like Claire from, and then the town. I was like, the thing is, I knew exactly who this guy was, but I was just like, nah, I'm not giving him the time of day. So I was just like, who is this ? Like completely brash, not even caring. And then they're like, oh, it's so and so from so and so. And I was just like so pissed off. I was just, to be honest, I was pretty much rude to him because well, I'll tell you later on why I was rude to him. I was like, who is this? And then he told me, and I was just like, what do you want? And then he was like, oh, just wanted to see how you were. I just sent him back, no, sorry, I'm not interested. You manipulated me for 3 months and I'm not interested, bye. And then that was it, basically. And then they were like, no, I didn't do this. I didn't manipulate you. No, I wondered if you wanted to meet up and all of this. To go back a bit, so what happened is I met this person just on a dating app and we were texting and it was all fine. And I want you to learn from my videos, basically. I don't want you to make the same mistakes. So this happened probably about a year ago. Was it? When did it happen? It's nearly a year ago because we were texting at Christmas and it's nearly Christmas. So it just shows you what's happened. And we were chatting and basically I was plugging into kind of the desperate energy. And after chatting for about 3 or 4 weeks, I was like, this guy has not asked me out. So I played into the desperate energy and I asked the guy out and he said no. And then I kind of accepted that. He said he was busy. So I was like, okay, the guy's busy. That's fair enough. And what kind of happened is me texting this guy for, this is embarrassing, for an extra 2 months, okay? One of them was just extra chatting, and then the 3rd month, it was me being desperate, just keep asking him out, and he kept saying no. And if I'm honest, I was probably at a stage where I was really low, didn't really have a lot going on in my life. This was before I started YouTube, so I literally didn't have like anything going in my life and I was pretty much at a low place, if I'm honest. And this guy would not meet me. And then it got to the point where he was just like 3 months and he was like, oh, I'll just come round. And I was like, no, that is it. I'm not talking to you anymore. You don't want to go on a date with me. I even said to him, it doesn't have to be a date. We can just go for a walk. But this guy did not want to go on a date with me at all. So I was like, that's it. I'm having it. I'm not talking to you anymore. So I didn't. I even spent like Christmas like texting this guy. Like, what an absolute mug I was. What an absolute waste of time. So we didn't speak again. That was it. This kind of episode with this man in December, it was the catalyst of me starting my YouTube, because I was like, that's it. I'm not wasting any more time on men that don't want to physically meet me or go on a date with me. That is it. And then I started my YouTube and I was just kind of giving advice to people. Like, I don't want to go out there and say I'm a dating coach, because obviously I'm not. I want to be more like a big sister and kind of tell you how it is. Like, I don't want to be seen as a dating coach. It's more kind of imparting like wisdom on young females so they can kind of understand how, you know, men work and stuff like that. And I even have male viewers that kind of say, oh, I like listening to you because you give us the feminine perspective on things, like hence the name. So yeah, I started my YouTube and then that was it. This guy basically, he wouldn't meet up with me, he wouldn't go on a date with me, he kept making excuses. I obviously kept talking to him because I was lonely, and that's why I was talking to him. And I obviously subconsciously felt I couldn't do any better, and I was lonely and I couldn't meet anyone else, so that's why I was talking to him. But to this day, I do not know why that guy spent 3 months talking to me with no intention of meeting me. In a way, I think that's sadder than what I did, because at least with me talking to him, it was with the hopes of meeting up with him. But this guy was literally just using me for 3 months, using me to just talk to. And I won't understand, I'll never understand it really, but that's how it is. But anyway, so yeah, haven't spoken to him since like December, when I was like no. And then obviously I'm on Tinder, and then this person comes up. The trouble with Tinder is you'll always see the people that you've talked to before, so each time swipe left, like no, don't want you back in my life, that's it. So this guy must have seen that I was still on Tinder, and he obviously wants something. He probably obvious what he wants. So that's cut forward to now, which is September, and then I get the message like, hi, how are you? And I was like, no. What has changed for this guy since last year? Absolutely nothing. This guy, he asked me out on a walk. It's like, no, you're taking me to dinner. If you don't take me to dinner, I'm not interested. And to be honest, he treated me so badly before, he'd have to have a very good excuse for me to want to go out with him again. So I was like, no, that's it, done. So I guess that's my personal experience of the person that came back. But a lot of girls out there will be wondering, like, why do guys always come back? It's quite common. It hasn't just happened with this man. It's happened with different people that I've talked to in the past. Guys will always come back. And the crux of this that I've found, it's either for, I'm going to say two, I might expand on this. So it's two main reasons. The first one, guys do this, is because they've been dumped. They've been dumped and they feel in a low place, and they message someone from their past because it's easy and they want that emotional connection with someone. You have to think, why would a guy randomly message me after 9 months? Something has obviously happened in his life for him to reach out to me. And it's because he's probably already got that emotional connection with me, and he wants to just fall into place and talk to me. So I have to mention here that we didn't have sex. We didn't meet up at all. So I'm really not sure why he's messaging me. It's not as if I could fall into the kind of the booty call kind of trap, because we never actually had sex and we never actually met up. So the only thing I can think of is he's been dumped and he just wants someone to talk to and have that emotional connection with someone. Secondly, he's probably just bored. I mean, let's be honest, not a lot's happening at the moment. In the UK, they've put new rules in place, so you're only allowed to meet in a group of 6 people. So he's probably just bored AF, and that's why he's just messaging me. He's probably realised winter's coming, probably going to get a second phase of the C word, and I need to kind of find someone. So he's just bored, and that's why he's using me. I think basically I just want to explain to the females that I personally have never had a good outcome from a guy that has not been initially interested or wanting a relationship or wanting things to move on to the next page. I've never had someone that's like that, that's actually gone forward, done a complete 360 and wanted a relationship with me. These people are just time wasters, and if a man messages you again after a brief period of not speaking, do you know what? It's probably best not even reply. I probably should not have even replied. But part of the ego kicks in and you're just like, no, this person needs to be told that they're an absolute time waster. So I think that's what happened to me. It's just the ego kicked in. The thing with women is, sadly, they tend to always want the last word, and they always want closure, even though you're not going to get closure from a guy. I've no idea why this guy messaged me for 3 months and didn't want to meet up with me. That's why I say on my videos now, like I said on my last one, I was like, if the guy's not asking to meet you up on a date, just bin him, because you're just wasting time. So God knows why this man messaged me. I have a sneaky feeling that he's probably seen that I do YouTube now, and he's probably watched a few of my videos, and he's probably trying to sneak in that way. When I didn't do YouTube or didn't do any videos, he had no interest in me whatsoever. So I guess with this video, I just wanted to say, if a man does pop back into your life, unless a man is showing complete change in his character, in his actions, then you can kind of think, should I give him a second chance? But I'm kind of in the favour as no, don't give people second chances. People show their actions early on. He's just going to talk to me again. He's not going to ask me out on dates. He's not going to put in the effort. And I'd rather focus my effort on people that do want to meet up with me and do want to get to know me, versus someone that is obviously just bored and knows that winter's coming and that's why they're trying to talk to me. So yeah, if you're getting someone in your life that has returned after a period of absence, yeah, I personally wouldn't give them the time of day. Obviously, it's up to you what you want to do. It's difficult depending on certain situations, because obviously if you have deep feelings for someone, then it is going to be difficult to say no. But luckily in my situation, I wasn't that attached to him, so I could say no. And I could just learn from the experience of not talking and texting a guy for 3 months on end with no date and no outcome. It was like a data point for me to just learn from this experience and be like, no, this person is wasting my time. So yeah, don't let guys waste your time, basically. And if you're a guy, don't let girls waste your time either. So thanks for listening, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully see you soon.